So you're looking for a great dog trainer. It can feel like a huge task, right? Well, it really doesn't have to be. We're going to walk through how to find the perfect match for you and your pup, right here in our own backyard of Walworth.
See, the trick isn't just finding any trainer, it's finding the right one. We're looking for someone who gets your dog's specific needs, sure, but who also understands what life is like for us here in Wayne County. That local knowledge makes a huge difference.
All right, first things first. Before you even start Googling trainers, the most important step happens right there in your living room. You've got to get really clear on what you're actually hoping to accomplish. What are your goals?
Take a look at this list. Does any of it sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. These are the classic things that bring people to a trainer. Whether it's just basic puppy stuff or you're at your wit's end with the leash pulling, trust me, you are not alone in this. Okay, so once you know what you want to work on, you need to think about where it should happen. In-home training is fantastic for those problems that, well, happen at home, like going wild when the doorbell rings. But if your goal is for your dog to be cool around others, a group class is a great way to practice that in a safe, structured setting.
All right, you've got your goals, you've thought about the format. Now for the big part, finding the actual person. Let's talk about what to look for in a trainer who's a really good fit for life here in Wayne County.
This is a big one for me. You want someone who just gets it. They know what it's like living here. They understand that you need a dog who can handle a quiet walk down Gananda Parkway just as well as being polite if you happen to be around local businesses. It's about real-life skills for our town.
Okay, let's talk training philosophy. You're going to hear the term positive reinforcement a lot, and for good reason. It's all about using rewards, like treats, praise, a favorite toy, to show your dog what you want them to do. It's effective, it's backed by science, and honestly, it just helps you build an amazing bond with your dog.
Now here's something you should know. In New York, anyone can pretty much call themselves a dog trainer. That's why seeing letters like these after a trainer's name is a really good sign. It tells you they've gone the extra mile, they've studied, and they're committed to keeping up with the best, most humane methods.
Okay, let's talk about the practical stuff. What does training actually look like, and what's it going to cost here in the Walworth area?
So obviously, prices are going to vary based on the trainer's experience and what you need, but it really helps to have a ballpark idea of what you should be budgeting. So let's take a look at some of the typical numbers for our area.
As you can see, there's a pretty wide range here. You've got your group puppy classes on one end, and then the more intensive stuff like board and trains on the other. Little tip though, if you're looking at a trainer from Rochester or another nearby town, make sure you ask if they charge a travel fee to come out to Walworth. That can sometimes be an extra cost.
A lot of trainers will offer a free phone call or consultation, which is great. Think of it as your chance to interview them. You want to make sure it's a good fit before you commit, so it really helps to have a few questions ready to go. First up, you really want to understand their methods. This is huge. Ask them straight up, what tools do you use? How are you going to tailor this plan specifically for my dog and my family? And how will we even know it's working? What does success look like?
And then, of course, there's the business side of things. Don't be shy about asking to see their credentials. Make sure you get a crystal clear breakdown of the costs. No surprises. And it's always smart to ask about their cancellation policy, just in case life happens.
All right, so once you've started with your trainer, the learning doesn't stop when the session ends. The real magic happens when you take those skills out into the real world. You're going to need some good spots to practice.
And speaking of being out in the real world, just a quick reminder about our local rules here in Wayne County. Dogs need to be under your control, and that almost always means on a leash. This is exactly why practicing good leash manners is so important. It's not just about having a pleasant walk, it's about being a good neighbor.
The good news is, we have some really great places to do that practicing. Walworth Town Park is perfect when you're just starting out. It's usually pretty quiet. Then, when your dog is ready for a bigger challenge, you can head somewhere like Ontario Beach Park to work on their focus with more people and new sights and sounds around.
At the end of the day, all this work you're putting in, it is going to pay off big time. It just makes for a happier, calmer life together. Everything from just walking through the village to having friends over becomes so much more enjoyable. Enjoy the journey with your companion.